So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
And here's Lampard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. He's got away. That'll be a throw. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Not the most accurate pass. Maicon calmly anticipates. And they can counter here. And it's Lampard. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's played it in. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Mateus.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Lampard. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mateus. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Messi. Bragantino yet to have an attempt on goal. Cucurella crosses. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Looking to play him in. A decent chance! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Bragantino have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Drills one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. So, what can they make of this? Mateus. Oh, that's well spotted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now, can they get him away? And this is Pelé! And he was quick to react. Messi. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Cucurella. Haaland. Oh, important interception. Cruyff. Well seen. Saw that coming. Driving forward. And that is expertly dealt with. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham. The message is clear. None shall pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's superb. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's made its way to him. This one takes a shot. And he's following up. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Bragantino with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Things starting to... Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Bragantino find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Michael. And the pass is intercepted. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Looking for options for movement. And the finish! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Cruyff. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rodri. Now it's Pelé. He has found a way through. Cruyff. He is through here. Chance, surely! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Bragantino look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. Away we go again. Messi. Bellingham. Nice control. Cucurella finding himself in space. Backward it goes. And this is Messi. And Messi! And the counter is on. Now that's well seen too. No way through there. That's a little off target. Cucurella. Great ball and he's in here. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Bellingham looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. A lot of space ahead of him. Lahm defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
público presente na partida de hoje.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Space for him to turn and look. And it's Rodri. Oh, he's having a go!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bellingham. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi looking to add to his goal. Mateus caresses it through. Big chance! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And here's Bale. Bale! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save.
Norway really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Point-blank header! Now it's Romario. Cucurella kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Romario. Mateus.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Araujo cuts out the pass. Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rodri powering forward here. Aims beyond the defence. That's good play. And this is Romario. Oh, super find. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, well played. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bragantino have their second corner now. Cruyff! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bragantino have their third corner. Pele plays it short. Pele. And this is Messi. Messi! That's very neat. He's having a hit! No, that's just wide.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Maicon. And Cucurella. Araujo. Can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Fernandez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Pele! Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it played right into his path. Pele looking to pass their way up the pitch. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Zanetti. He's going to be disappointed with that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Baresi. Here's Roberto Carlos. Xavi. Pirlo. That's a cute ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Takes a shot! Goal! Greece! The first significant strike. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pirlo. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Baresi. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bragantino clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Mateus is on, tries a shot!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Baresi. And he skips past his man. Mateus. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious.
Chance! Messi, forward it goes. Over to the right flank. Lovely bit of skill. He's going for goal! Nearly, but not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Oh, easy pickings there. Messi, and it's been played through. And this is from Mario. Crosses it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Lam. Baresi. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. And he's had it nicked away. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Second period then underway. Now it's Cruyff. Romario. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Tries to get it clear. And the finish! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Lahm. Baresi. And it's Lahm for Messi. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Roberto Carlos. And this is Van Basten. And this is Messi. Oh, a gilt-edged shot! Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Pirlo with the short one. And it's Messi. And a chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Roberto Baggio, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Messi. Lahm. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Xavi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. And Messi! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that could spell trouble. Lahm. Now, can they get him away? Now there's a shot at goal! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Aos 26 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 13.
Bragantino leading now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 11. Camisa 8.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Fechando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9.
Mateus.
Camisa 18.
Bragantino are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Very nicely done. Rummenigge proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Griezmann. Rummenigge.
Bragantino surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Iniesta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Driving through the middle. Can he finish? Oh, what has happened here? Thuram gets it clear. Romario producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Lobbed in behind. Nicely worked. Rummenigge. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bullish header! And that's a sharp finish. And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substituição.
Greece are making a change now. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And he cuts out the supply. Messi to Lahm. Rummenigge. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Zanetti. That's going wide left. Nice physical challenge. Messi.
5 minutos de acréscimo.
5 minutes to add. Zanetti has given away a free kick. Zanetti has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Chance to deliver. Oh, great leap! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Bragantino visibly comfortable, now up by 3. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9".
And it's been given away. Messi. To Thuram. Vieira. Messi. Chiellini producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nice sequence of passes this. Totti, good driving run. Takes a shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. This much shot goal! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. Chiellini lays it forward. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Now it's from Mario.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, well measured. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will...
Totti! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good read. Aimed beyond the defence. Lam kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's been played through. Another chance from a corner. Bragantino with the corner, there first. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that has not gone well. Lam. Bellingham powering forward here. And here's Batistuta. Totti. So no flag here. Now it's Romario. Knocks it into space. And he's worked it through. There's the shot! And it's come back out to him. It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Bragantino heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Thinks about... And Batistuta! Oh, glorious batting goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Batistuta. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's beaten the last man. Caught offside that time. Well, they've got it again. Tele. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Bragantino are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And here's Totti. Zanetti. Lovely feet. Lofted in. He's having a pop! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Defending of the desperate variety. Rodet Aveyron can try it again now. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Zanetti. And he welcomes it in.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Totti. And this is Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary. He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Batistuta. Bellingham. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. He's in a good position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Rodri. Chiellini. And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Chiellini. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. That's cause for mild irritation.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. And it's Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Zanetti with the clearance.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Cruyff. Neymar. Neymar. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, he's having a go! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Zanetti.
Rodez really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bragantino clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Varane does really well to win the ball there. Totti! And that could come back to haunt them.
Totti was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Rodez Aveyron have their third corner. That's a decent clearance. Rummenigge is there to clear.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Probing pass. And he's picked out the run. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And it's Cannavaro. The ball swung in. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Takes it. He's rising! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Romario. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Messi. Messi. Mateus. It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pele is flagged offside. Pull it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that.
He's having a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Still goalless. He's had it taken off him. Rijkaard.
Prachuap really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Pele. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Messi. He's going for goal! They've scored! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Bragantino have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Shoots! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Bragantino are doing very... Oh no, what has happened here? Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! Right back in the game! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Zanetti cuts out the pass. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cristiano Ronaldo aimed beyond the defence, floated through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bragantino looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Tries to pass it through. Cruyff. And here's Romario. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. Varane calmly anticipates. This is a promising build-up. And here's Messi. Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi, and Messi! Oh, wow, that's crazy! The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised.
And that is indeed the final act.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Bragantino leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 12, Fetch. El dorsal 1, el dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16, Neuer. El dorsal 5, Rafael Bagané. El dorsal 15.
Down to business again. Can he get on the end of this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. Mateus, a picture of focus and alertness. Romario! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And this is Cruyff. And it's Lahm. Cruyff gets a foot in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Pele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set.
And Romario! Yep, it's a corner. Bragantino have their second corner now. Cruyff with the short one. Mateus with the cross. Cristiano Ronaldo. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's just beyond his reach. Cruyff. Prachuap appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, this is Romario, and he's definitely onside. Bragantino have their third corner. Prachuap are looking to go forward now.
Asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
Squeeze it through. Rijkaard. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Mateus has found the net here, of course. Romario needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now.
Oh, there's the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Mateus clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options for movement. Chiellini. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Zanetti. And back to the keeper. And it's Lahm. Thuram is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. To Lahm. Zanetti. Vieira. Cruyff. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cruyff. Pull it. Haaland. That's Rijkaard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Romario. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he was quick to react. Pull it. Well read, nice interception. And back to the keeper they go. Rafael Varane. And it's Vieira. Mateus. Rijkaard. Mateus. That's a good ball. Real chance! He's a sharp little ball here. And the finish! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the shot! And he's heaved it away. Prachuap have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. Gets a good foot in there. And now the breakaway. And it's Gullit. Griezmann. Edmilson. Rummenigge. Gullit.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Bragantino, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. How would you sum up what we've witnessed? So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Tries to pass it through. Shot could be on. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Bragantino are looking to go forward now. knocks it into space. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus, under an awful lot of pressure. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Messi. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bragantino clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's an imaginative pass.
And you know, Peter, it's great to see Samuel Eto'o on the team sheet. Energetic, fast, strong, a deadly finisher, and his stamina is absolutely exceptional. He just doesn't stop running.
Quite genuine African shot at goal! Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Romario. Messi. Romario. Oh, he's seen that early. Mateus! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
No, that's been intercepted. Not the most convincing of passes. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bragantino claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's burst through! Zanetti simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Romario. Vieira. That has not gone well.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now he's got space here. That's the keeper's ball. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mateus. Ronaldinho is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi. And the counter is on. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Vieira. Pelé. Cruyff. That's a good ball. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Strokes it back. And it's Messi. Gives it back to Messi. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he shoots! Fantastic from Romario!
Well, who saw that coming? I honestly thought, Peter, that we had nothing to do apart from just counting the clock down as we approached half-time. It was majestic. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Bragantino just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Bragantino leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second period is underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. That looks a good ball through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zanetti concedes a free kick for that, and that's going to be a booking. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Pele. Oh, perfectly measured that. Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Barcelona are looking to break at pace, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely shaped ball. And he was alert to it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well timed, excellent interception. Davids. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Knocks it out wide. Messi looking for the run. No way through. And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Davids is there to clear. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
They've won a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
This is their second corner of the game.
Ibrahimovic, el dorsal 1, el dorsal 10, Messi, el dorsal 80.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18.
Bragantino will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Cambio de jugadores.
Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mohamed Salah. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Just about up to 75 minutes. Aguero. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, good Aguero! Wonderful Aguero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see...
And the finish! It's fallen kindly here, and it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Bragantino find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Chance for a shot! And again! Oh, that's a waste.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, what a mistake! Azar. Hazard. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pedri looking for a runner. Spread neatly. He's having a shot! Has another go! It is close, but that is the last of it. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to...
He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's got away, shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi receives it in a wide position. Edmilson. Nicely weighted ball. Drives it. Oh, good effort! And that's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move
and Romario! They want to be quick to recover this. Mateus shapes to shoot! Thuram gets it clear. And this is Romario. And the finish! And no mistake. And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Bragantino leading now.
It's so often the case with
Cantona! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, and a header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is well cleared. Roberto Carlos, and he was quick to react. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Cantona, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti, Pele, and Mateus. And here's Romario. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in plenty of space here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Zanetti. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Zanetti. Now it's Hullet. Knocks it into space. Pele. Big chance! Oh, it's come loose. Played out towards the right wing. Good ball over the top. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Pele! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Good save. There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cruyff. And this is Roberto Carlos. Opts to play it back. Oh, that was vital. Lahm into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Cruyff tries to play it through, and this is Cruyff. Mateus, that is a brilliant interception. Messi, and it's Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. Mateus. Great vision. Nedved.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Cantona. Mateus does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Messi. And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Bragantino are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Teremos uma substituição.
And we get things going again. Turns back here, probably the best option. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, well measured. And they can counter here, and he's managed to get free. Cleared away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Edmilson. And it's Cannavaro. And Zanetti. Pele quietly revving up. Hullet looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Mateus, that ball looks a good one. Buffon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Ibrahimovic ploughing through the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. And it's Thuram. Thuram. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. And he's there to belt it away.
Presente na partida de hoje. 29.830 espectadores.
And that's a throw. Cruyff.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Mateus. Cruyff. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's Cruyff. Distributed tidily. Can he get on the end of this? Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bullet picked out Judge, surely! And that's a tidy finish. It's level again. What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
He's rising! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substituição em campo.
So we have movement on both benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Griezmann. Griezmann will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
No foul, says the referee. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. Rummenigge. Rizal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Threads one in. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Zanetti gets it away.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Vieira. We are into stoppage time. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And this is Ibrahimovic. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He has found the way through. Great ball, and he's in here. Great challenge, time to perfection. And that will be it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Mason Greenwood here is described by many as one of the best natural finishers to have come through in a while. He certainly looked like he belonged at the top from day one, and he's more than proved his worth since. Those skills you can't really coach. It's natural, and he's got it off to a T.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has. Decent chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Romario at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Galatasaray finding themselves unexpectedly behind. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Threads one in. Pele is in a really good position out wide. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Pele. Cruyff has it in a wide position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bragantino leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Cruyff. Messi. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Forced to go. Real chance! And that's a tiny finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Bragantino are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Mateus! Yes! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
That's shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Bragantino are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been a...
Getting up there! No, that's just wide. Zanetti. Van Basten. Greenwood. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There they go, hunting in packs. Is there any support? He might not... He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Greenwood. Cruyff. Greenwood. And it's Fernando Torres. Lahm gets a foot in here. Mateus. Oh, this is Romario. Cruyff. Some resolute defending there. Vieira. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that was asking for too much. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, what would you say are the main strengths of this formation?
The fact that it's easy to dominate the midfield using the two advanced midfielders to find those spaces in and around the area, which will force your opponents back. This is helped further by the...
Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Bragantino are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Look at the space here. Shot, big chance! That's going to go a long way. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
That is good progress on the left. No outsmarting him this time. And it's Cruyff. Lahm. This is a promising build-up. Mateus. And this is Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's good running with the ball. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Great ball, and he's in here. Zanetti. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's nice. Cruyff. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's having a shot! And he's heaved it away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mateus receives it in a good position. Cruyff! And that is doing no harm at all. Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, good spread. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's going right the way across. Messi was coming up to the 30-minute mark. Hullet. Pirlo. DiMarco picks it up out wide. Messi. And Mateus. Now it's Romario. Desai gets over and intercepts. That's a sharp pass. Romario. And he welcomes it in. Closing in on goal. And the finish! And that's a good finish. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It started... And Romario! And a neat finish! And the comeback is complete! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch-perfect.
Bragantino... Bullet! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Loose ball now, and oh, he's been caught on it here! And that is out and behind, it's a good block. This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, such a clever touch. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the whistle goes for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Bragantino are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Just eases him off the ball. Great vision. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Ronaldinho. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Can he get it through? And this is Cruyff. Referee's given a throw. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mateus. And here's Romario. Stood up well to him there. Ecuador needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo made a good run there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 13.
Bragantino still have the cards to affect this game. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Vieira. Rizal. And it's Edmilson. Griezmann. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's a pretty loose pass. DiMarco. Now it's Hullet. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. Thuram with the clearance. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hullet. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vieira gets it away. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 8.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Número 32. Entran número 17.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's going for goal! That is special! Gareth Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy. It's Bale! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
And he was quick to react. Oh, what has happened here? He's shifting through the... He's had a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's stuck it away! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Sneijder. He has found the way through. Vieira wins the duel this time. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. They're up and running then. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Well, there's a probing ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's picked it up out wide. Succumbs to the pressure. Pirlo. Bragantino do have a chance to counter here. Cruyff. Mateus. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bragantino with the corner, there first. He's had a shot! And he's quick to get rid. And this is Pele! Bragantino replying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Mbappe! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mateus gets it clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Romario. Oh, it's come loose. Tries to pass it through. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Romario.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Romario. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well timed, excellent interception. Pele. Pele makes a dash for it. Pirlo. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. That is a brilliant interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now Mbappe. Takes the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then. Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Bragantino are looking to go forward now. Desai spots it and intercepts.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lam charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mateus really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That is a great pick out. He's found some space. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Might be danger here. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Pirlo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly measured that. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. Pirlo. There's a sharp little ball here. It's Ibrahim! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. Back on the way then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Azar, who can single-handedly make a difference, chips it through. And now the breakaway. And it's Lam, looking for the run. He's chosen to go back. Oh, good take in a good area. Bragantino needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he was quick to react. Now he's off and running. Pelé threads one in. Goalless still. Either side really getting onto the front foot. This is a promising build-up. No, that's been intercepted. Romario. Very nicely done. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mateus. Shot could be on. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hazard. Looking to play him in. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Pelé. And a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Azar. And here's Ibrahimovic. Good ball, good take. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance! And that's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Floated through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And they win it back again. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, delightful ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's well spotted. Cruyff. That's a lovely, neat pass. Desai gets a foot in here. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Mateus. Romario. Well, they've got it again. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic.
Bragantino nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 10. Camisa 2.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Camisa 18. Camisa 6. Camisa 17.
This is the time you need that pace.
Camisa 20.
Probing pass.
Camisa 33. Substituição.
Great vision. Toure gets into a good position. Great chance! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal. And that is that. Bragantino were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered.